The intake manifold air heater element assembly is located near the top of the intake manifold. The air heater elements are used to heat incoming air into the intake manifold. This is done to help engine starting and improve drivability with cool or even cold outside temperatures. Electrical supply for the two heating elements is controlled by the engine control module via two air heater relays. Two heavy-duty cables connect the two heating elements to the two relays. Each of these cables will supply approximately 100 amps at 12 volts apiece to an individual heating element within the heater block assembly. Before replacing the heating element, it's important to be sure that the rest of the system is working properly. So we've got our scan tool hooked up, plugged into the truck, and we've gone to the engine control output test menu. We've selected air intake heater number 1, and then we'll repeat later again for intake heater number 2. We're going to select yes. Now we're going to go into the engine control module and command the solenoid to turn on or off, supplying voltage to the heating element. So we're going to take our 12 volt test lamp, connect it to ground, command the system on. We can hear the relay clicking on and off. Now we'll go over to the cable at the heating element, and when it's commanded on, we see the lamp light up, indicating that we've got good 12 volt power supply going to the heating element. That's very important to verify before actually replacing it. Now that we're ready to replace the heating element, one of the first things we're going to do is loosen up the clamp for the boot from the intercooler. Now we can switch back to a 10 millimeter with an extension here, and we're going to remove the bolt that holds the dipstick tube in place. Next, there's 4 bolts holding down the heating element to the intake, and also the 2 bolts that hold the cables to it. Once those are all removed, we're ready to get the heating element out. Now that we've got our new intake heating element installed, we've gone ahead and installed the cables on the back side. We've installed the dipstick tube, gone ahead and tightened up this clamp for the intercooler boot, and now we just go back with a ratchet and we're going to tighten these by hand, make sure that they're going to be torqued properly, make sure all 4 bolts are tightened equally. Once we verify that on all 4 of them, the job is complete. Entire installation time was less than a half hour, and the truck is ready to go.